Well, hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. All right. Well, it's time for the daily live. I'm surprised I made it on time. Okay. As I find this live, you guys talk to me in the comment section. Let me know you're with me. I got pulled away to the bowling alley today, out of all places. So I'm feeling a little behind in the things I wanted to accomplish today, but I have to remind myself that my days are limited with my kids. Oh, share this into the group. Okay, there we go. And all of that. So hop on with me, talk to me in the comment section. Let me know you're with me, and take a friend, take a bestie that watches the lives too. That's always super fun when you guys start tagging other people to let them know that I'm live. But yeah, so it's just been kind of a run around kind of a day where one kiddo, I had chiropractor, and then one kiddo had piano lessons. And then while I was at piano lessons, the boys wanted to ride their bikes into town to go to some card shop. So they did that, and then they wanted to go bowling. And then my oldest, who just turned 13, mind you, he just turned 13, said, "Well, Mom, you want to go bowling with us?" And I said, "Well, do you want to lose?" Oh, and he's like, "Well, yeah, of course." He goes, "Well, I thought you want to join us and have some fun." So, and part of me was like, "Oh, I just sat down in my office, was just going to start getting some work done." But then when your 13-year-old is telling you and asking you if you want to go and have fun with them, you kind of have to take the moment. So, I went bowling for a little bit with all of my kids. They all wanted to go, so I was like, "All right, let's do this." So, and yes, I won. You have to have some good friendly competition, right? You always need to teach your kids how to lose nicely, right? Well, I must say my daughter came really close to beating me the second game, though. I am not a great bowler whatsoever. I just get lucky. It's like I go on a roller coaster, like I'm doing really well, and all of a sudden it's like, nope, 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 not happening. But yeah. And then, so fun fact, while we're waiting for people to pop on, my dad used to my mom and dad used to bowl in leagues growing up. So I was always at the bowling alley. And my dad just loved to bowl. So he continued to bowl in leagues and things like that back in Montana. And he's the one that kind of taught me how to bowl and taught me his strategy and things like that. So today, and remember, well, maybe some people don't know, I lost my dad to cancer in 2020. But so anytime it thunders and rains and like it's really loud storms, I always say like Grandpa's bowling with God upstairs. I'm like, that's just what's happening. But today my youngest was bowling and holding the bowling ball so incredibly wrong, where he's got it like this and then swinging his arm that way. And I'm like, "Parks, you can't do that. That's really dangerous. You need to like hold it in your hand." And I said, "Grandpa would be rolling in his grave knowing how you're holding the bowling ball." So, anyways, he switched it up and changed it the way I told him to. And then lo and behold, then the kids started getting spares left and right. I'm like, "Well, see what happens when you actually hold things the right way and do things the right way." He started doing really well. So, anywho's, but yeah, that's been just a crazy day, and now here we are. Here we are. So comment with me. Comment in the comment section. Let me know you're with me. Linda, hello. You're always on with me live. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So a few things. I'm still rolling with the $400 in credit. If you want a party link and all of the things, let me know, and we can set you up with a party. However you want to do it. You can say, "Stacia, just set me up with a party link." I must tell you, sometimes people are like, "Oh, they're so worried. Like, what if I don't get sales?" I don't care. At least you grab a party link and you try it out and you test it out, right? Share it with your friends. If you don't get any orders, I mean, that's all right. I mean, sometimes that happens. But in the same breath, it doesn't bother me one way or another. So if you just want to try it, let's do it. Hey, Stephanie, woohoo, and Jan, y'all are live with me. Yay. Oh, there we go. Sorry, all of a sudden things disappeared. Okay, super, super. So You guys, hosting a party can be as simple as like running it in a messenger party. I post in there twice a day. All you got to do is collect your minimum amount of sales, and I'm going to guarantee you $400 in free jewelry credit. I am doing this because Park Lane turns 70 years old on Sunday. This is a really big deal, you guys. 70 years old, 70th birthday. And you know, they're still giving out free earrings with any size purchase. I just tried it, just added something to my cart. These were added to the cart. These are the wineberry earrings. They're phenomenal, perfect for the fall. But these are still available, still getting added to your cart. So listen, you share with your friends your link and they're guaranteed a gift with a purchase, and they're still getting that amazing deal of the bonus buy at $70. So it's like a win-win-win. And then you as the hostess, you're going to get at least $400 in jewelry credit. I say at least because listen, if you got over 10 orders on your party link, you're going to be getting more than $400 in jewelry credit. Okay. So yes, let's get this started. Let's get this rolling. Everything needs to be submitted by Tuesday, maybe Wednesday at the extreme latest. All right. But let's get going with this. But today I wanted to talk about silver and hematite because I put together the most amazing ring stack today where I was like, ooh, those are so nice. I've never done this ring stack before. And I have something to point out about it. So what it is the ember ring on the very bottom. And then I have the Josie in silver, and then one of the caviar rings. Caviar rings are a set of like 5 rings. And I always size up when I stack like this, and that's one of the caviar, one of the Josie, and then one of the ember. So when I stack rings, I do size up, and look what I did with the other caviar, like 2 of the caviars with the promise ring. But this stack was super fun because basically I kind of recreated the ember stack, but with silver and hematite. All right. And I have to do a confession, you guys. Hey, Stephanie, she thinks it's pretty. I know, it's gorgeous. When I wear the Josie ring, I love to wear the Josie ring. However, when I wear it solo, I usually have to wear it on my pointer finger. Why? Because the Josie kind of has some prongs in here that my middle finger just can't handle the feeling of it. Okay? Like we all have our weird feelings and things like that. And I cannot, me personally, I can't handle having rings side by side in each finger. Just can't do it. All right. We all have our quirks. But the Josie ring either goes on my pointer finger or my thumb, or it doesn't, or I don't wear it at all. However, today I put it right next to the ember ring and it matches it up so it doesn't bother me. Does that make sense, you guys? Tell me in the comments if that makes sense. Because here I can feel the prongs. The moment I put that ember ring on, I can't anymore because of how far out the ember ring is. You know how much thickness in the hematite there is, so it doesn't bother me at all. So you guys, if you have a Josie ring and you avoid wearing it on a certain finger that you want to wear it with, pair it with your ember ring and it will be comfy for you. All right. But I put that fun ring stack on, this ring stack on my pointer finger, and then my arm party. I'm in love with this. I don't talk about these bracelets too much, and I should. For one, I have Denali on because Denali is a staple. And then I have Serena and Hematite, 2 of them between 3 Denali bracelets. And it's a phenomenal arm stack, right? So you have your hematite, your silver, and these beautiful bright crystals. So incredibly fun and so edgy. And I just have a basic gray tank top on with shorts. Okay. So let me read this comment here. Stephanie, if I wear a 7 on my middle finger, you're saying I should get an 8 if they stack. I recommend that. Yes. If I want to stack more than one ring, I always size up the size. And that way it's comfortable. Because sometimes, well, I don't know, it kind of depends on your finger too. Let me just say this. If you order and you get the wrong ring size, I'm here to help you. Okay. Please message me. send me a DM and say, Seisha, I got the wrong ring size. Help me fix it. Now I will do that for you. Okay. But yeah, I do recommend sizing up to stack. I normally wear a 9 on my middle finger, and I always order a bunch of 10s if I know it's a ring I want to stack. Okay. And Linda, you don't have Josie, and she loves the ember. Oh, yes, I know. And Josie does come in gold, but I was focusing on silver and hematite today because I was wearing a gray tank top, and I'm like, let's put some hematite on. Let's get a little edgy with it. And all of that. So in my necklace stack, yes, stack, because I have 2 silver vipers, and then I put on my Monroe necklace right down here, because Monroe is so simple of a pendant that I'm all about simple pendants and simplicity sometimes, but sometimes it's going to get lost. It's kind of just lost, right? It kind of blends right in. But if I put those vipers with it, it just frames it. It points attention to that one and just looks really nice stacked, right? And I have classic Twizzler earrings in. But okay, I wanted to also mention something about just the fashion formula. Did you know there's a formula out there? Okay, I've talked about it before, but I want to talk about it again. And then I was going to add some other pieces to my necklace neckline. But a fashion formula is just taking like a basic top. It could be a basic white t-shirt, basic bottom layer, camisole, tank top, anything like that. Okay. Well, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate the compliment. But just taking a base layer. And, if you've been watching me for a while, I was talking with some ladies earlier today. I'm like, I still very much a tomboy, very much a tomboy in a lot of ways, but I like to add pieces that create like a little bit of an edgy look, and all of that with my tank tops and shorts and all the things, right? Because I like comfort, but I also love style. So, when it comes to the fashion formula, you take a basic base layer, whatever that might be. And listen, this can be your cheap layer in your clothing, meaning like your white t-shirts, your tank tops, your camisoles, anything that's super comfortable. Okay, that's your base layer. And then for the fashion formula is also adding that fashion layer. And the fashion layer comes in a lot of different forms. It's whatever is your style at that moment, at that day, whatever look you're going for that day. And hey, Jessica, she's live with us. And I just grabbed this because it's a different fashion layer than I've had before. Fashion layers could be your sweaters, could be, I saw a lot of denim vests actually when I was in Montana. A lot of people had those on. That could be a fashion layer if we're talking summer and it's still hot. You still want your arms to be out, it could be a vest of some sort. Fashion layer could also be that bomber jacket or some kind of blazer, things like that. I've seen blazers been styled down so much this season that I absolutely love it. Like with jeans and your basic tank tops and things like that. And they look phenomenal, right? It can also be a fashion layer of like a denim. I suppose this is a jacket, but it's more of like a denim shirt. A denim jacket can also be a fashion layer, but this is like a denim shirt. And this, where I got this. Got this on the good old Amazons. Hey, Karen. And okay, Jan, you love to wear 2 Serenas with an impression in the middle. Yes, me too. But this is a denim shirt. And what drew me to this one is that it's still lightweight. I could still roll the sleeves however I want. And then at the bottom of this has some fringe. So it has a little of that of that edgy look and all of that. And it's got one of those backs, that like swoop down a little bit. It's not just cut straight all across. So you can toss on a fashion layer in, and I'm going for the grays and the black kind of edgy look right now, with my tank top. And I'm going to roll the sleeves, okay, because I want my skinny bits to show. That's my wrist. Okay, listen, Your skinny bits are your wrists. Show them off. Show them off and giggle with me, okay? But I just put on my fashion layer and now I'm ready to go. Maybe it's getting a little cool at night and all of that. And this jacket, well, I could button up. I could definitely tuck it in if I wanted to, but this is a great one to toss on over any kind of like tank dress or any of that stuff. But it's phenomenal, right? It's just a little extra added fashion layer. Now, as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking my necklaces need a little bit of an added touch, meaning I think it needs to go up a notch because they're disappearing a little bit more. So if I wanted to make this pop even more, and I've got this like this a little bit of a distressed black denim shirt on, you can add something like your onyx necklace. Okay, so goes a little bit basic right here, but now I'm gonna get rid of the Monroe because she's gonna disappear in my look I got here. So I'm gonna take off my Monroe and then I'm gonna add in the onyx necklace. Let's talk about the onyx for a quick moment. So this onyx necklace is a beautiful beaded style, square beads with like rounded corners, if that if that makes sense. But they do that on purpose because look how much light it reflects. So it bounces off, which makes it really cool because it's sparkly without the crystals, right? And this one, of course, is designer inspired. So let's talk about this. There's two different designers that have a similar style. They go all the way up to $650. And that means $650, they don't offer like a discount of a bonus buy or any of those things the way Park Lane does. But there you go. See, I just upped my necklace game by adding that onyx to it. And in fact, you still can't see my Viper. So you know what I'm going to do? I could take the Viper off, but that dressed me up, didn't it? Absolutely, that dressed me up. And to be honest though, I think I just need to completely add in the Hendrix necklace to just go with the vibes here. And if I can get this, hang on. There we go. I think I need to add the Hendrix to add that pop of sparkle along with my onyx. Now, I might need to adjust the length of my necklaces here. And yep, I'm going to bring that onyx up a little bit. So I have the Hendrix at the longest length, actually. So you vote. Actually, let's vote in the comment section. Would you wear the Hendrix with the Viper? Or maybe I should have grabbed the Hazy because the Hazy has some sparkles and that would maybe pop off my gray t-shirt a little bit, right? My gray tank top. Or would you keep the onyx necklace on with the Hendrix? What would you do? Onyx, no onyx, just add the Hendrix with my black denim and my edgy arm sack. I don't know. I think it all would depend on what shoes I got going on and the occasion and all of the things. Oh, I don't know. It's pretty fun. Looks great with Hendrix and the onyx. Hendrix with the Viper. Ooh, I got some people that are having good different opinions. I like it. I like it a lot. And it's interesting, you know, I think it depends. You know, maybe this is more like, hey, let's meet up for coffee. Maybe this is a night out on the town kind of thing, adding the onyx. I don't know, but I love that you have options. I love that you can take, again, a base layer of a tank top, add in your fashion layer, whatever that might be. And you might be looking at my black distressed denim jacket thinking, Stacia, that is so not my style. That's okay. That's all right. Because I'm sure you have a fashion layer that is your style. That's more of like a jacket that you toss on with other things, you know. and then add in your fashion accessories to cross off that part number 3 in our fashion formula. Your base layer, your fashion layer, and then add your jewels to complete the look, right? Ooh, somebody just said a comment that is so, yes. Jewelry is a wardrobe extender. 100%, Sherry. 100%. And I am a firm believer, and I've always kind of been this way. I'm a firm believer that you really don't need to spend a lot of money on your clothing. Like, you can make basics go a really long ways. You can take your most basic kind of shirts and tops and completely change up the look just by adding the jewelry of your choice for whatever occasion it might be. Yeah, it's so good. And you can like, and things always come back too. So if you're not great at like moving clothes out of your closet and you keep it for a really long time, eventually it's going to come back into style, right? So, so eventually it's going to come back and then you can wear it again. But yeah, so it is such a wardrobe extender. I love that, Sherry. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. But yeah, okay. Whew, this live went a lot longer than I anticipated today, but we talked about the fashion formula, hematite and silver, and my awesome ring stack was the conversation starter of it all, because I put that together. I'm like, that is what we're talking about today. So if you got on live late and you're like, why did we talk about that? Because we have one ember, we have a Josie ring, and then we have a caviar ring, one of the 5. And I can't wear Josie on my middle finger alone, but when you wear it with ember, you can, because it matches it up, squares it up, and so you don't feel your Josie. Okay. And I do have to point out that, the ember rings, they're a set of 3, right? I have one of them. When you look at the designer inspired rings, okay, they're priced separately. Like our ember ring is a flat $86, which half off you can get with Park Lane or as a bonus buy for $35. But this single black band, designer inspired, okay, is the price tag on just the single band that's similar is $4,893 for just this one. Oh, no. Just stick with me, friends. Stick with me, because I will have you looking like you're a designer, but for a fraction of the cost, right? For a fraction of the cost, yes. And Jan is reminding us it is Wishlist Wednesday. So if you're in the Bling Boutique, make sure you go to the Bling Boutique and post your wish on Wishlist Wednesday. I haven't checked to see how many people we got, but if we hit 40 wishes in that post, remember, 1 wish per person. I'll do a drawing for 2 items tomorrow. Okay, friends? All right, that's it. Let's celebrate with style. Park Lane is 70 years old. I still want to hook up some hostesses with $400 in jewelry credit just for hosting a party with me. Just for hosting a party with me. I want to give you the most I possibly can. So, all right, friends, that's it. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.